Arsenal 6, RC Lens 0. Arsenal have qualified for the Champions League spot. That is it. No doubt, Arsenal are into the round of 16 of the Champions League, and they've gone ahead to qualify in a fantastic style altogether. Remember, they came into this game when they only wanted a point, but they've gone ahead to get 3 with annihilation of the French side known as RC Lens. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. Hope you guys are really having a fantastic day, and fun is all what you're really having. This is the match reaction show as we talk about how Arsenal went rampant onto RC Lens at the Emirates. In just 45 minutes, Arsenal had gone ahead to bury RC Lens, and they were into the limbo. And we have lots of things to talk about onto this channel. That's why I always tell you that don't forget to subscribe if you're watching us for the very first time, and hit the notification bell that will enable you to get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. Now today, Arsenal have gone ahead to really show what a class they are. If I told you so to it that, if I told you watch the game of Arsenal when they lost 2-1 away in France, you really get to know that football is really changing according to the number of fans you're already having on the field of play. RC Lens never looked like the side they were in France. They never even threatened Arsenal at all, and it was all one-way traffic for Arsenal. The first half, Arsenal had a lot to do, and they went ahead to be so much clinical. I've never seen Arsenal be this clinical that they're going ahead to be today. Almost every chance that was created went to the back of the net, and they really showed RC Lens that we are levels. We are levels above you, and this is what we do when you really come at us. And the huge positive I've gone ahead to see to it that Arsenal have gone ahead to really play 3 games at the Emirates in the Champions League, and they've not gone ahead to concede a goal, and they've gone ahead to put 12 goals past the opponents. Remember, they scored 4-0 against PSV, 2-0 against Sevilla, that is 6, and today they've gone ahead to put 6 past RC Lens. And by the way, if I already watched my match preview, I came in and really called in a win of 3-0. By the way, 3-0. But I was shocked at how goals were really going in, and let me really read to you how these goals went in minute per minute. In the 13th minute, Kai Havertz was on target. I'm going to discuss about that. Then Gabriel Jesus in the 21st minute came in through and obviously made it 2. Bukayo Saka made it 3 in the 23rd minute. Gabriel Martinelli made it 4 in the 27th minute. Odegaard in the 46th minute made it 5. Jorginho took a penalty in the 86th minute. And when you look at the intervals, at how these goals went in through, you will really get to know that Arsenal were men who came for business. They are men for business, and they did the needful to see that they closed down that game early enough. 13 in the 13th minute, the first goal. 8 minutes later, Gabriel Jesus scored the second goal. Then 2 minutes later, Bukayo Saka makes it 3. Then 4 minutes later, Martinelli made it 4. And then 16 minutes later, I think it was 19 minutes later, Odegaard made it 5. It was a movie at the Emirates, and I believe that the fans of Arsenal that have been watching this game have gone ahead to enjoy, because what makes us enjoy the game of football is all about goals. Let no one lie to you. Let no one lie to you. We enjoy goals. But let's go into other huge positives. Kai Havertz delivering Arsenal and scoring the only goal that saw Arsenal win against Brentford. He has gone ahead today to really score the first goal. I've always gone ahead to tell you that, however much some people say that it's becoming a song, but there is nothing important as the first goal. If that team doesn't concede the 13th minute, you never know how their mentality would have gone ahead to shift and really harden and make it hard for Arsenal to come in through and obviously put in a required shift. So today, it has been Arsenal putting this team onto the sword, and they've gone ahead to suffer it. But Kai Havertz scoring the first goal again. This is the moment that everyone really needed to give this guy, and he's going to really keep you into the silence mode. That is it. You just need to give a player benefit of that. That's why for me, to call a player flop, he needs to get 2 seasons. That is it. To refer to a player as a flop, he needs to get Sorry about that. To call a player flop, you need 2 good seasons. That's when I can call or declare a player a flop. You know, when a player really fails to show up for 2 seasons, then I'll obviously call him a flop. That is it. But all I can tell you is that this guy has gone ahead to exonerate himself against Brentford, and today he has been on target, and trust me, he is really up in the skies and is doing the needful that every Arsenal fan is going to be very well thought about. But talk about the brilliant header coming in from Gabriel Jesus that acted as an assist. It was really important. But the second goal was the most beautiful of all, because Jesus dummies out a defender and the defender goes down. He goes down, you know, and then he buries that ball into the back of the net. And now, where are all the haters of Gabriel Jesus that judge him that is not a number 9, he cannot score goals? Where are you at? 4 Champions League games, 4 goals, and he has gone ahead to score them in 4 consecutive games. And I think he has become the first English player. He has become the first player in English football to score in 4 consecutive games. You know, this guy is really electric. And if you better get him chances like those, then he will score. That's what I tell people of Arsenal, that even if you bring in Vlahovic, even if you bring in Erling Haaland, if you don't create chances like we're going to hit to do today for your number 9 won't get on target. You know, if Jesus doesn't score today, critics would have come out and said, you see, Arsenal's going to hit to score 6 goals, but the number 9 hasn't scored any. But the number 9 had created an assist for Kai Havertz. What did the people around him do? You get? They did nothing. They did nothing, for God's sake. So it's all about feeding your number 9. And the more you feed your number 9, the more he gets to where he deserves to be in as far as finishing those goals or those chances are really concerned. So Jesus, a goal and an assist, if at all I'm not mistaken. Even Bukayo Saka, I think, let me see, the assists for the Gabriel Jesus goal. Who is responsible for that assist? Sky Sports would have gone ahead and obviously indicate who the person responsible for the assist was. But all in all, it's good to see that Arsenal have gone ahead to obviously register such a win, and they've gone ahead to put in very, very huge performances. Bukayo Saka again creating a goal over the weekend and scoring today. Very important mode, and he has gone ahead to obviously move the world and has gone ahead to play very well. And the beauty that I've gone ahead to like about Mikel Arteta, he has gone ahead to understand that Saka shouldn't be playing all those minutes, and I think around the 60th minute he took him off and brought on Reece Nelson because he knows how to protect this player, and he has gone ahead to get rested for some 60 minutes, and that is well done business by Mikel Arteta, because you need to protect your players. Even Declan Rice was taken off and Jorginho came in through. But Captain Fantastic Martin Odegaard scoring that goal. You know, he is obviously going to be getting better and better and better as the season really goes on, because he is really doing lots of things. And for Odegaard, watch out for him. Watch out for him this season. He looks like he's firing up all cylinders, and his tally is going to surpass the number of goals he scored last season. He has 2 goals in the Champions League, and he has 3 goals into the Premier League. He has gone ahead to play 14 games. He has 5 goals, but he has just 1 assist in all those 14 games. And EFL Cup, he also has 1 goal. So he has gone ahead to collect 6 goals so far ever since the season really started. But one thing I'm demanding him is all about the assists, because he is not going to be known about scoring goals. He needs to obviously go back to the basics of really getting in assists for the club of Arsenal. Because if at all you're having Saka putting up assists and you're having Odegaard doing the same and Jesus, then he's obviously going to be doing better. But I told you today 2 players to keep an eye on. I talked about Odegaard, I talked about Kai Havertz, and you've seen it today. They've gone ahead to put those balls in the back of the net. Then for Bukayo Saka, he has 3 goals in the Champions League, and I think he's one of the people that's going to have to create very many chances. 4 assists created by Bukayo Saka. Wonderful for this boy, and he's left with just 1 game to go. And when they then play away at PSV, he might obviously turn into one of the most pivotal players in the Premier League. 4 goals, 5 assists. So the guy has already gone ahead to surpass a double figure when it comes to goals and assists. He's having 7 goals and 9 assists. Those are 16 goal contributions. That is for Bukayo Saka. At his age, he's obviously doing the needful, and I would love to see him concentrating on the assists, because goals will come, but assists are really hard to be brought in. So Saka, keep up the spirit and keep the fire burning. Then even Martinelli was on target. It was one of the things I really commented on when I was doing the match day live, that you guys should get to know that that Martinelli needs to find himself on the score sheet, and he has gone ahead to obviously make himself relevant by barring that ball into the back of the net, and it was on the score sheet and it went on well to his side. So I really believe that he has gone ahead to put in a shift that everyone is talking about, and Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka, Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, the entire front 4 has gone ahead to score. I think the entire front 5, Odegaard, Kai Havertz, Bukayo Saka, Jesus, and Martinelli. The front line, the front 3 has been on target, and then the next 2 midfielders playing alongside them have also been on target. What a way, what a day to obviously talk about into this day. And before I get into let me first throw you into the match stats, and then there is something important I want to read to you from Opta that I've gone ahead obviously coming through on the side of Arsenal, that most of you really need to know, because Arsenal have gone ahead to make some records straight into the Champions League as an English side. 14 shots by Arsenal, 7 shots by RC Lens, 8 shots on target. Arsenal surpassed half of the shots they had, and more than half of those were on target. That's why they went ahead to put 6, and they're so much clinical in this game, because out of the 8 shots on target, 6 crossed the line. And I think these games are giving Arsenal confidence, and they're really having a very easy game to play against Luton Town at Emirates over the weekend. Trust me, that is the best game that we'll ever want to have as a player, as a fan of Arsenal. After putting 6 past this team, you go to Luton Town, you give it like 3-4, confidence will be really growing up and up and up, and it will be growing high and high. 3 shots on target by RC Lens, 47% ball possession by Arsenal. RC Lens had 53%. You know the reason? Arsenal had gone ahead to kill off the game early enough, and RC Lens had to be having the majority of the ball to fight for their respect, not to obviously concede more. And then 449 passes completed by Arsenal, and RC Lens completed 478. 87% passing accuracy by Arsenal, 86% passing accuracy by RC Lens, 14 fouls by Arsenal, and 11 fouls by RC Lens. Arsenal 0 yellow cards. RC Lens got 3 yellow cards, 0 red cards on both sides, 0 offsides to Arsenal, 3 to RC Lens, and 4 corners for Arsenal and 0 for RC Lens. When you look at the table, Arsenal is topping the table, and they're having 12 points in 5. PSV 8 points, and RC Lens is having 5, Sevilla is having 2. So PSV just need 1 point to qualify. If at all they can force Arsenal into a draw, then they'll cross to the round of 16 with Arsenal. That is it. So that is it coming in from that, and I've gone ahead to give you everything you need to know about this. Now let's go into the mix and read to you the most important stats that you'll need to know. The first goal was scored by Kai Havertz, and Opta told us that Kai Havertz has scored in consecutive games in all club competitions, having gone 31 games without a non-penalty prior to his run. So he has gone ahead to score in 2 consecutive games without a no penalty goal. That is Kai Havertz for you. That is against Brentford and the side of RC Lens today. Now, Arsenal's Bukayo Saka is the second player from Europe's Big 5 leagues to reach 10 assists in all competitions this season after Florin. So I've gone ahead to let you know that the boy now has 10 assists in the season. That is Bukayo Saka for you. Then Arsenal's 4 lead within 27 minutes is the joint fastest an English side has ever scored for in the UEFA Champions League game, along with Manchester United versus Brentford in November 1998 to winning the competition that season. So that is that goal of Martinelli is now the second joint fastest goal to be scored, like a team to be having 4 goals in 27 minutes. You know, it's really rare, but it has gone ahead to be reputed by this guy. Now, Bukayo Saka is the 3rd player on record, 2003, 2004 onwards, to both score and assist in 3 consecutive home games in the Champions League, after Karim Benzema and Luis Suarez. So, I told you that Saka had an assist today, and he went ahead to obviously score again. And in all the games they've gone ahead to play at the Emirates, Bukayo Saka has been on target. He has gone ahead to be the man putting up an. As the first game, he scored and assisted for Leandro Trossard. And the second game they played against Sevilla, he really assisted for Leandro Trossard and he scored the second goal. Then today, he has scored and put up an assist too. That is really great for you. And then Gabriel Jesus is the first player to score in each of his first 4 Champions League games for an English club. So, first 4 Champions League games, he has gone ahead to really put up this record. He has gone ahead to put it up, and is the first player in the English league to either he goes to the Champions League and scores in 4 consecutive games. That is the guy. Arsenal are the first English side to lead by 5 goals plus at halftime in the Champions League. It has never happened. Those are the stats I told you that Arsenal are really setting, and the levels are really going to the levels that you guys deserve them to be. And lastly, Arsenal are the first side in the Champions League history to have as many as 5 different scorers, exclusive own goals, in the first half of the match in the competition. So, no team has gone ahead to have 5 scorers, 5 different scorers in the same fixture in only 45 minutes. It has happened in the full 90, it has happened everywhere, but this time round, it was all about one thing. Arsenal having 5 players on target in only 45 minutes. Different scorers. Kai Havertz, Jesus, Saka, Martinelli, and Odegaard. 5 different players on target. So guys, that has been my match reaction. Let's wait and see how you guys are going to react to this. But Rokani David is my name. Thank you for obviously watching in through, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Thank you. May the living to God bless you abundantly. The most barakallahu fikum, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Arsenal 6, RC Lons 0. Next mission, Luton Town on Saturday, and I think Thursday around 9 p.m. we'll be here bringing you the match preview for that encounter of Arsenal. Guys, I'm out, and good night.